Is your message just not landing? You are not alone. Most people struggle to make their story stick, but something's still missing. But what if I told you there's a way to make people hang on to your every word? What's that? In the next few minutes, I will show the process step by step. So, why does storytelling even matter? Because humans are wired for it. Since the beginning of time, we've shared stories around campfires, in books, on screens, and now in reels, YouTube videos, blog posts, and emails. Stories help people feel, they help people remember, they give your message a heartbeat. Facts tell, stories sell. And that's not just a cute phrase, it's even backed by data. Stories can increase brand recall by 20%, and people who connect emotionally with a brand, they're more likely to stick around and to buy. So, what is the first thing that you have to master first in storytelling? Emotion. Think about the last ad or video that made you tear up or laugh out loud. I bet you remember it because it made you feel something. So ask yourself, what do I want my audience to feel? Is it inspiration, relief, excitement, a sense of being understood? Once you figure that out, build your story around that emotion. And don't just tell people what happened, show them, bring it to life. For example, instead of saying the client was happy, say she looked at the calendar, saw every slot booked for the month, and just whispered, finally. You could hear the weight lift off her shoulders. That's the kind of stuff that hits. Let's talk about storytelling structure. Every solid story has three parts. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Simple, but seriously powerful. In the beginning, set the stage, introduce your character. This could be you, your client, or even your product. In the middle, you introduce conflict, something relatable, a struggle or a challenge. And at the end, you show the transformation, the solution, the after moment. So here's a real example from my own journey. When I started my web design business, I had no idea how to stand out and be unique from all the other thousands of web designers out there. I was just creating different web designs and putting them on Pinterest and Instagram, hoping someone would care. They did not. My turning point came when I started sharing my client stories and testimonials, what their business looked like before and after we worked together. That's when people started getting interested in how I can help them too. Now, the next point I want to make is that you've got to have a character your audience can root for. Whether it's you, a client, or someone fictional, it doesn't matter. What matters is that they're relatable, they're flawed, they're real. We don't connect with perfection. We connect with people who reminds us of ourselves. So instead of saying for your promotion, our system helps you grow faster, you want to try something like James was drowning in spreadsheets, he was forgetting calls and completely burned out. He didn't need a system, he needed sleep. Now he runs everything from one dashboard and actually has time to pick up his kid from school. That's a story people remember and see themselves in. What's a story without conflict? Conflict is what keeps people interested. It creates tension. Without it, your story falls flat. Your audience is dealing with real life struggle. Reflect that in your content. Then position your offer as the thing that gets them through it. Also, sensory details. They're underrated and so good. Don't just say the coffee was good. Say, it smelled like roasted caramel and tasted like a warm hug after a long week. That's what makes people feel like they're in the moment with you. And don't forget surprise, a twist, a reveal, something unexpected that keeps people engaged. Just make sure it fits the flow and doesn't feel forced. Now we're going to talk about that last little bit that people always struggle with. This part's huge. Be real. People can smell fake from a mile away. When you first start writing content, if you are anything like me, you want to script it all out, and that's okay and that's good because it's a roadmap. But don't script your entire personality. Find a way to show a little bit of yourself in everything that you write. Use your actual experience, your real voice, share the wins and the messy middle. And guess what? Storytelling is skill and that takes practice. Seriously, some people may have a gift of gab, but if you don't, it is a skill that can be learned. The more you tell your stories, the better you'll get. Try different versions, record yourself, see where you light up, and see where you fall flat. Adjust as you go, and more importantly, keep going. So here's your storytelling cheat sheet. Tap into emotion, use real, relatable characters, follow a clear structure, include conflict and transformation, add vivid details and the occasional surprise, be authentic, practice until it flows. That's the framework. The best stories don't just inform, they inspire, they move people, they connect, and you absolutely have that power too. If you have a story to share, I would love to hear it. Let me know in the comments what is one story from your business that people connected with. If this has helped you in any way, give it a like, subscribe for more, and check out my next video where I will break down how to grow your followers fast with engaging content. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope that you use the storytelling framework to captivate and engage your audience. See you next time.